We'll look at the terminology style and try to understand what it means. Style refers to the manner of linguistic expression, that is, the kind of language that is used at the level of words, at the level of sentences, at the level of paragraphs, in prose or verse, at the level of longer phrases, right? So, in other words, it refers to how speakers or writers say whatever they have to say. So it refers to manner more than matter. It is the characteristic diction or choice of words. Now, we've already seen in a previous video what diction is. So, here style would refer to the type of sentence structure and syntax and the density and kinds of figurative language. Now, we all know that in literary texts, there are certain literary devices that are used. So, the figures of speech that are used, the literary devices that are used, the syntactical structure, which is the structure of the sentence, the order in which the words are arranged, all of this comes under style. Now, there are three main levels in style. Like in diction. So you have the high style, which is the grand style, which is again used in the more serious genres like epic and tragedy. Then you have the middle style, which is also called the mean style, which is neither very grand or lofty, nor very easy, simple, and commonplace, right? And finally, you have the low or the plain style. Right now, style again needs to be appropriate, it needs to match with the social class of the speaker. So for example, if the character belongs to the working class, then the language that the character articulates or utters or uses needs to correspond or needs to realistically reflect the social class of that particular character. If it's a king speaking or if it's a queen speaking, then the style has to match with the character, right? Okay. Moving on. Yes. So we have Northrop Frye over here. Yeah. Who came up with the idea of demotic style, which was modeled on the language, and hieratic style, which refers to a variety of formal elaborations that separate the literary language from ordinary speech. Right? So it's a very special, exclusive use of language as contrasted, if you contrast it with ordinary everyday speech. Now, let us see what he meant by this. I'm going to take you through to this yeah. So you have over here, he gives us, now I'm going to MH Abrams and I will do one instance in this video. So you have the instance of the periodic sentence, right? So if you look at he gives us an example of the periodic sentence and he says that the syntactic structure remains suspended until the end of the sentence. The effect of this kind of a sentence tends to be formal or oratorical. And then he gives us an example where this comes in James Boswell's Life of Samuel Johnson, in which the structure of the syntax is not concluded until we reach the final noun task. So the sentence's structural and thematic conclusion is suspended till the end, the last word, which is the noun. And I'm going to be explaining this in the subsequent video. This and certain other kinds of syntactic structures.